He won't believe me, the fiend. But
You've unlocked the Hall of Heroes. If you dismissed your companions, they will come here to rest.
could they say?
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots. Well, you've got my attention, comrade.
You call to Ulgraf. He awaits your queries.
Who are you?
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire.
Let's see who you got to heart.
Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your...
Okay. Interesting. All of Rivellon thanks you. All of Rivellon is in your debt. Gods and kings bow before you both. Esteemed general. And it is right and proper that they do so. Even they had thought all was lost. The world was to meet its end. But you turned the tide. Many have fallen, so very, very many. And I know you have suffered a great personal loss as well. Know, generals, that I sympathize deeply, so let us meet in the Hall of Heroes, both to celebrate and to remember, to honor the living and to honor the dead. Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous king of Ferrol. My friend and ally, the war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable. In fact, a certainty one might say these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts. But if the enemy won't relent, so be it. Truth be told, I relish in their stubbornness. Give me bloody combat. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break their ranks and the last to leave the battlefield. But you've been absent lately. Goes without saying, I prefer to see you by my side. Huh. My fellow general. Victory, life has taken an unreal turn. Everywhere I go, it seems I am revered, not unlike a people feel graced when I look them in the eye, considering it a blessing. Those who try to touch my hand or sleeve, believing it will bring them good luck. The absurdity of it all is staggering. Above all, I wish I had more time to myself. Some much needed peace of mind now that peace is finally in sight. Peace of mind. Closing of the coffin has seared into my sight. The dull thud of stone and on stone echoes still. You may relish in combat still, but I have lost all appetite for carnage.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
Alas, no. I can predict with a degree of certainty, but I cannot speak of what is to come unequivocally. Time and I are one, but we must both run our course before reaching reality. How might I serve our mission?
Let us talk about the runes I have discovered here at the end of time.
Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell.
I met a strange woman in one of the other rooms. Can you tell me more about her?
She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. You have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness.
We discovered a great hall beyond one of the portals.
The threads tell me that once, oh, How many eons lie hidden in so small a word? Once, you strode across that hall in shining armor, a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threads, more threads we need. Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. How might I serve our mission?
Oh,
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
intriguing.
Aha! The Starstone Seekers return. Most fortuitous indeed, for I have been pondering over the nature of our shelter plane like a poet over his muse.
Okay.
For now, I will refrain from entertaining, or, as the case may be, annoying you with hapless conjectures, until in the maze that is my mind, I happen to stumble upon a clue more concrete than mere theory. In the meantime, and in the interest of saving time, please tell me your thoughts about the lady you talked to in the Hall of Heroes during your previous visit.
She seemed to recognize us and called us guardians. She said she deceived us and that we deserted her in turn.
Deceive. Desert. Your words, they ring a distant bell, but they are but pieces of the puzzle. And yet, could she be? But no, hold your chattering tongue, Zigzags. You promised you wouldn't hazard any guesses, and you'll stick to your word. You have my thanks, friends, for indulging me. A new portal has opened, and no doubt you are as curious as I am to find out what lies beyond. Let's go and take a look.
I have seen the void, and it haunts me. Follows my vision like confused spots after staring in the sun.
We are haunted by the same vision, my friend. The end of all visions. But only in the dark can light be born. Let us cling to that and hope.
This place looks rather cozy, doesn't it?
It does.
By the fangs of the void, it is true. She told me she had seen you. Yet never would I have believed her delusions until here now. They manifest before me. You have become undeniable. The scurrilous sentinels themselves. It is miraculous, irrefutably so. But oh, how low you have fallen.
Explain.
Look at what you have become. What were stars have become moribund embers. You are to be pitied.
That demon.
And none too friendly either. Some call it luck, others call it skill.
This is my chest, but somehow
What am I doing? This isn't my chest, and I know it.
This chest. I know it to be mine. But how?
What the?
My old chest. Why do I remember it?
My friend and ally, frustration is raging through me like a seething fever. Damn these politicians, they infuriate me to no end. What do I care? The war is almost won. The victory is certain. As long as a single enemy still draws breath, I will not sheath my sword. I will hunt and I will stalk and I will kill. I will do what I do best. All the rest is cowardice. Diplomacy is the tool of the weak. Blind. They simply cannot see. They weren't there at the end. I understand your frustration, though the one that plagues me is of a different nature. All this attention, curse it, all these expectations, to hell with them. To be a ruler, it is like being the queen of a beehive. Nobility, ambassadors, citizens, clergy, they scurry about me in endless numbers, buzzing, pleading, begging, hanging onto my every word, mindless. I spend my life in the halls and chambers, the light of day almost a memory. I long for the hills, for the fields, and quiet and solitude of the wilds. Couldn't I simply leave it all behind? Oh, the generals? Oh. What? Okay, I have a quick save, but oh, okay. Right. So this was my character's place? I don't know what wood chips were before, but okay. Okay. Ancient letter. Honored General, I would like to raise a personal concern of mine, if I may be so bold. Your prowess in combat is unmatched, your lust for warfare unrivaled. No one doubts this, but prowess served us well. It saved the very world. But now that the enemy has been vanquished, but for a few straggling legions, is it really necessary to personally command our armies still? I know your presence inspires our troops, but I worry an enemy spear or arrow may find you yet. Just like with permission, the enemy has found another general before. To lose you now would devastate nations. My advice would be to exercise caution. Now that peace is almost upon us and our total victory inevitable, there is no need anymore for such ferocious heroics. We no longer have need of you as a general, we have need of you as a statesman. Is that everything? So it's apparent that our characters might have been the general.
To see you on the shelter plane. Most certainly. So you have the inner chamber. The tapestry has shown me that these were the personal quarters of the gods chosen too. They lived lives of opulent luxury. A well-deserved return for services rendered against the onslaught of demons and dark champions of the void. They are yours now, the chosen two anew.
Can you tell me about what it seems to be a great...
Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, mortals and immortals dined side by side. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come across such rarities, so that when needed, they can serve you in your quest against the void.
You know more about the lady?
Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet her again, and we'll learn more about her, and about you.
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave and tales I see. She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness.
Okay, it seems the demonic creature...
He is the instigator. He is the beginning of all ends. The birth father of death and void. Be wary of him. I know not what is fear, and yet, before him, I tremble.
I found a great chamber with 2 bedrooms.
Can the answer be anything but you? The threads say that you slept there, you both did, until the vigil of day and vigil of night called you away. Duty. Never did you waver from your duty, never? I cannot be certain. Perhaps, just once, you failed. The threads tell me that once... Oh, I can clearly... But how can this be now that you stand before...
How can I help you, my friend? By all means.
Is there more you can tell me about the strangers that seem to be in league with the orc?
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. Of course, I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone, replaced with that of a sheep. This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of it seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless. You're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you.
Gotcha. Strange. Okay. So. That raises a lot more questions. Well, these are portals?
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins besides.
Huh. Interesting. This story just got a lot interesting. That's level 9. We're not okay, we need to get out of here. We're not ready for this area yet. Yeah, we're not ready for this area yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to come into here because this is the only area left to check. Also, there's this area that needs to get combated. We're not quite ready for this yet. Ugh. Get up here. That's actually really pissing me off. Yeah, this is really pissing me off right now. Huh. Well, let's go ahead and see if, let's come back here and see if Charlotte has anything new.
Yes, good friend. I'm quite busy finding for the moment, but if there's something you'd like to buy, I could set all that aside for a few delicious moments.
I don't need this skill. Oh, what are you? A blank skill book, Earth. What? Oh, I'll take that. Yeah, we can sell you. Oh, we need to hold on to you. Actually, we can sell you because nobody's really gonna. I'll hold on. Sure. Yeah.
Goodbye then, good.
Okay, you're currently at 3 crafting. Okay, so where's that? Ah, here we are. All right, now we need hold on. Go ahead and quick save now. Oh, darn it. Crafting. Really? This is getting pretty freaking annoying.